Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be thrifting as a minimalist. So obviously there's something to be said about that, but let's just get going and I'll talk to you guys in a voiceover. Hey guys, my name is Grace. If you've never been here before, welcome to the channel. Since September, I've been sharing my journey towards minimalism and all the raw messiness and realistic steps it's taken so far. What I haven't talked about much since my first video explaining why I wanted to become a minimalist in the first place is that I am a recovering shopaholic. And I know the sad thing is, that doesn't make me very special. In our deeply consumer-driven society, most people are fed the idea that you are one purchase away from happiness or finally feeling good about yourself. This is a narrative that I'm still trying to navigate away from. And that's where the topic of this video comes in. Thrifting as a minimalist and recovering shopaholic. As someone who has tried to be as environmentally conscious as possible for a handful of years, I've avoided overconsumption of fast fashion for a few years now. But I will say, a thrift store can really be an irresistible place for me sometimes. What I've noticed is that the best thing for me to do is to go in there with a few rules. These can apply to anywhere, not just the thrift store. So here are 4 rules of what to do when you're out shopping and trying to be mindful of your purchases. Number 1, have a list. You have to know what you're going in there for, or at the very least, a list of things you're allowed to buy. For this trip, I was only looking for a handful of things, and I made sure to stick only to those areas of the store. Number 2, don't grab a cart. When you have to physically carry all the items you're buying around with you the whole time, it reminds you to really think twice before adding more to your arms. And by the end of the trip, I was carrying a lot in my arms and it was reminding me that it was probably time to go. Number 3, set a time limit. My suggestion is to either set a timer, or if you really don't have very much willpower, like me, schedule something an hour or less from when you walk into the store so that you can't spend time wandering and letting the items siren call you into bringing them home with you. Number 4, have a 1 in, 1 out rule. If you have to declutter something to buy something, that is a good way to ensure that you're at least not adding to your belongings. You're kind of just staying at the same number. But after a while, once you've decluttered more items, you'll probably be more aware of what you truly want in your home. And if you need to buy something, it'll usually be to replace something else, or you'll be buying it because you truly need it. If you already have a lot of things that you really like, then it'll be a lot harder to buy something new if you have to get rid of something that you already own in order to purchase it. Hello guys, I'm back from the thrift store and I'm glad that I went in with a plan because there's a lot of really tempting stuff in there. I could have spent a lot more time, but one thing that really helped me was setting a limit on the time that I had in there. I literally had to be back here at 1 because someone was coming to my house to pick something up that I was decluttering. So I was like, okay, this is the perfect time for me to get in and go. In terms of thrifting, buying stuff, whatever, as a recovering shopaholic, I just purchased these overalls the other day, but I knew that I was going to love them and wear them all the time. I also got a pair of leggings and a pair of biker shorts, as well as a pair of jeans from the thrift store. I've been looking for light wash jeans for a very long time. I'm actually going to declutter a pair of Hollister jeans that I have in my closet right now because they've honestly needed an alteration for upwards of 2 years now, and I've been holding on to them, assuming that I'm going to continue to wear them, whatever. They aren't really my style anymore. One thing that I've definitely put my foot down about in terms of buying stuff as a recovering shopaholic is that now it is officially a 1 in, 1 out rule. So if I buy something, I have to like it more than at least one thing that I currently own. So over the past week or so, I've decluttered 2 bathing suits, a bikini bottom, and 2 tops. So that's 5 or 6 things. And I've purchased 1, 2, 3, 4 things in the past week. Well, I guess actually I'm decluttering 6 things if you're including those jeans that I'm going to declutter now, since purchasing these jeans. I think having a 1 in, 1 out rule is definitely a good way to go, especially if you're feeling that with clothes or shoes, that is your issue, because that was definitely my biggest issue. If you don't want to go on like a strict no buy challenge in terms of like cutting down, minimalism, whatever. I've been talking with some people in my comments, and we're pretty much just coming to the conclusion that sometimes the stopping of buying things in the first place is definitely the hardest part about minimalism. You can declutter till the cows come home, but if you keep purchasing things and refilling your house with clutter, then the cycle is never going to end. But anyways, let me give you a tiny little haul of what I got. I know this is kind of like anti-minimalism content, but let me just show you what I purchased. I went in specifically to find a piece of art or a frame because we're redoing our bedroom and I want to put a picture over our bed. I also wanted to get a birthday present for my boyfriend's mom because we're gonna go visit her tomorrow, and I needed to get her something for her birthday. I was also looking for a pair of pants for my boyfriend, and I wasn't necessarily looking for a pair of jeans for myself, but I knew that I wanted to replace the pair of Hollister jeans that I had with a hole in it, and I knew I'd been looking for a pair of light wash jeans for a very, very long time. I got this pair of LL Bean jeans for myself. I got this pair of Levi's for my boyfriend. I got this crystal flower vase for my boyfriend's mom, and I got this frame for above our bed. We might end up staining it a slightly different color, but I know that that's something that's super easy to do. I feel like I went in with a plan. I would just say in general, a 1 in, 1 out rule for everything is probably a good idea. And that's the thing that I've kind of been doing for the past couple of months, and it's been really helpful. I've definitely gotten a few extra little bits and bobs that didn't necessarily like need to be purchased, but they are things that I think will bring me a lot of joy. And there's nothing wrong with having a couple little things that just brighten up your day and brighten up your life. So anyways, before I continue to ramble, I think I'm just gonna wrap the video up here. Hopefully this stuff that I've been talking about in this video has been helpful to you. And if you have any other ideas or suggestions or things that you do that really help with your shopping addiction or with your minimalism or whatever, then please feel free to share them in the comments. I love talking to you guys, and I love hearing your advice and your ideas. It's really awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. And until the next one, I am sending you all my love because we're all just trying our best out here. Bye!